Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. We are here for the semifinals of the ATL, which is going to be between X versus SttE. And I am your caster, Snoopy, and I am joined by my co-caster, Salavanth.
How you guys going? We have faced Save to the End once before. It was in the group stages, and Psionic Aftermath did win, but it was 3-2. It did go all the way to the ace match. So it was very close.
Yep.
So let's see who we've got on our roster and on the enemy roster today. Going up first for Save to the End will be Hiron. And where is that list that I have? I believe it is on Discord. There it is. We'll be sending in Fire Zerg, so it will be a ZVT on Backwater to kick things off.
Yep. And looks like, yeah, Divine is going to go ahead and start the map, start the lobby, and we should get into the game pretty soon, in just a few sec.
Fire Zerg is one of those intermittent GM players who is not quite stable at GM, but still definitely at that level, while Hiron is a 5200 MMR, which is pretty close themselves. So it should be a pretty... Actually, it looks like Hiron is in fact a Zerg, not a Terran. That is my mistake. The potential replacement for Hiron, Soldier, was going to be a Terran, so we will be seeing a ZVZ to start things off.
Yep.
And yeah, good question, Snoopy. Let us find out if that is WCS mod. Because we do want to have all that information to our fingertips. We have been spoiled by the overlays.
Alright, let's just wait for him to remake. Looks like people are starting to get into the stream, so welcome. We got Kingslayer, and we got Sushi, we got Pixie. A lot of SciX viewers here, members.
Good to see you all. Did you post it over to SttE? To their Discord?
Actually, let me just go ahead and give this stream to Divine, who is the lead of SttE.
Yeah, because that'd be nice. Get some cheers for both sides in the chat. Much as I love SciX, it'd be good to have some other voices to drown us out a bit.
Yeah, we love when both clans, their members, tune into the same stream, so we
show
can
their
see.
support.
Yeah. All right.
Always great to see people cheering for their favorite players. I'll probably be tuning in between games to check the chat.
Same here.
I'm gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna bring it up now, but I'm going to pause it to avoid any issues there, just so I can see what chat's saying. If there's any problems there, I will just turn off the stream straight away to avoid any sort of latency issues. But there shouldn't be a problem. Twitch shouldn't be pulling much bandwidth when I've actually got the stream paused.
Hey, Miguel, welcome to the stream.
You've got the stream paused, right?
No, I actually have it running.
Okay, well.
Yeah. Although.
Okay, you've got your fancy internet like the rest of the world. You're in Australia, just left to rot. And we're still waiting on one person. We're waiting on Divine.
Okay. Yep.
I guess Divine is promoting the stream link that you sent him, and thus is not in the game right now. There we go.
Oh, Droptimus with the subscription. Thank you.
Thank you, Droptimus.
Yep.
Of course, a wise investment. Given how many events we have going.
Yep.
We're streaming 2-3 times every week with different SciX events of all kinds of levels. But this is one of our highest level ones.
Oh.
Divine just having a bit of connection problems.
Yep. Looks like he... Okay, there we go, finally. Alright, let's go ahead and start the game. Both players are ready. Countdown has begun. Xenodactyl as well came into the stream, so cheering for SciX. Hopefully.
Same with Miguel.
Yeah, Miguel. Hopefully we'll see some more SttE players here.
Yeah. Well, Divine's only just put up the thing, so give it time. Let him trickle in, just like our guys did. So our first game on Backwater LE for the semi-finals of the Alpha Team League Psionic Aftermath versus Save to the End. Here we go, as soon as everybody is loaded in. Building suspense.
Yeah.
In the top left, representing Save to the End, it is the... I'm not sure what color that is, I think it's pink. Zerg, it is Hiren. It's a very pale type of pink. Very Zerg-like, actually. Looks just like the creep around it.
Sure.
And in the bottom right, without the same kind of Zerg coloring, but still a very appropriate color in red, it is the Psionic Aftermath Zerg. It is Fire Zerg, and Fire Zerg is going to be bringing the heat in this game. He is going for 13-12.
Oh boy. Here we go.
We're going to see some action, and we're going to see it fast. This game is going to start out nuts.
With a bang.
In the meantime, it looks like we're having a hatch first from Hiren, which means it is going to be quite difficult to defend. Backwater. Interesting. Oh no, it is a pool first.
Yeah.
Good move by Hiren.
Yeah, I would say...
Backwater.
Oh, go ahead.
Backwater looks like a very large map. You think it is, because of those 3 bases that are easy to take. But natural to natural, it is really not that far. You can actually almost hatch block in PvZ on this map.
Yeah.
It's that close.
Got some cheers.
But what were you saying earlier when Hiren got his pool first down?
Oh, before I say that, thank you November for the cheer. I was just gonna say, yeah, because of the faster pool. I mean, not faster pool, the 17 pool by Hiren. I was gonna say that it was gonna favor Hiren off the bat in terms of build order.
It should a little bit, but it is by no means an auto win or auto loss for either player. Baneling Nest on the way, so is speed, and the Zerglings will be spotted early, which is the most important thing for this rush for Hiren. He does see them coming across the map. He may not know exactly what's going on. He doesn't know if this is a 12 pool or the much more committed gas, which it actually is. So, but he is building a spine. He is preparing. He is building nothing but lings. And he is building a queen, which is what he wants. Hatchery is not yet done. That is the problem with the pool first against this. You cannot get the second hatchery quite as quickly, but it will be finished. It will get done in time. There are 2 banelings on the way being morphed in those bushes, and more lings coming across. Will Hiren be able to save this natural? Because if he doesn't, then Firezerg can transition. But if he holds on to this natural, Firezerg has to win this game.
Oh, he does have a nice block there, but the spine crawler is a little bit out of range to hit.
The banelings need to blast through those Zerglings, and they do.
Oh,
the queen goes down, so do the Zerglings. Oh, this is just a slight mispositioning, but Hiren still holds for now. He does have the spine crawler up. He's going to just eat away at that natural base, and he is going to look to take that down. And I don't think Hiren's going to have any way of holding it. Got a lot of lings, but no banes. The baneling is still on the way. It's just not going to be done fast enough. The banelings still have to morph. A little bit of a counter-attack on the way from Hiren.
The good thing is that he is going to take down this hatchery, I'm assuming.
Oh, will he? Oh, so close. But Firezerg does get it. Hiren does have a lot of lings of his own. He's probably going to move them across the map. But will these banelings... Oh, they get beautiful connections. That's it. It's all over, I think.
Oh, man.
Actually, no, not quite.
Yeah, Hiren's still ahead in workers.
Yeah, Firezerg is taking a natural, but the question is, how on earth is Hiren supposed to take a natural after this? I suppose Hiren needs a miracle baneling connect just like Firezerg got in order to bring this game back. Look at the armies right now. Hiren is continuing to make more and more drones, but Firezerg is taking that natural. And as long as Firezerg can deny Hiren's natural, he's going to win in the long term. But with enough queens with that spine, he might be able to retake it eventually. He does have a creep tumor up, so he can bring that spine crawler down. That's exactly what he's doing now. He's bringing 2 queens. He's bringing his banelings. He may actually be able to take this natural after all.
Oh, that was really close.
Firezerg does back away, getting the better of this trade all in all. So it looks like this game will normalize, but Firezerg will have the lead. does have a slight worker advantage, but more importantly, he will have that hatchery up much faster than his opponent.
For sure. It's about to be done while Hyven is just going down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a follow-up all-in that uses Fire Zerg's superior production to his advantage.
I've seen a lot of Zerg go for maybe a Roach transition, and they just do a timing push and finish their opponent off that way.
Yeah, I think that would be a good move, because he's going to have a lot more lava a lot faster than his opponent. So he's getting a second queen now to start getting that working. And Hiron is aware of this. He's seeing exactly what's going on. He will see that drones are being made. So he will see that he's safe to drone up himself. But Firezerg does have the advantage. And we have a lair coming out of Hiron extremely quickly.
You think Hyven is going to maybe go into Muta's play or something? With his fast lair? Or just going for some fast roach speed? Oh,
I think it would have to be either a Spire or a Nidus network. And based on that Roach Warren, I think he's going to try and Nidus Firezerg.
Oh, does he even have a... Okay, he does have an Overlord, so he will have vision across the map to throw down that Nidus. In the meantime...
No, he's building an Evo chamber, so I think he is going to try and just transition into Roach play very quickly.
Oh yeah, it looks like just maybe standard Roach play.
Standard Roach play or a timing of some kind. A +1 Roach speed timing could actually be really effective, because Firezerg's going to be late on that. He's getting a much faster third base, so Hiron has to do something. He'll be in serious trouble if he doesn't manage to equalize this game somehow. And so I think he's going to attack when +1 and Roach speed are completed.
Alright, Ferex Barbosa, thank you for the follow.
That'd be Barbarossa, I believe, from SttE.
Yeah, appreciate the support.
Seen him around in those small tournaments and such that we've never actually played.
Ooh, Jedi Zella with 100 cheers. Wow, we have a lot of support early in this series here.
Yeah, well, this is the semi-finals. Both teams have fought very hard to get here. Especially Save to the End, who actually started out down 0-3 and then came back to squeak in to these semi-finals.
Well, that's a nice comeback there.
And Firezerg is building a Spire to try and cement this lead that he's built.
Oh, I was almost for sure thinking he was going to go for Roaches, but instead he's going for Spire, and maybe, I don't know, is this a good play for him, a good decision you would say, or?
Well, on the one hand, he would probably have the advantage if he just went into Roaches, but on the other hand, Hiron is kind of restricted on his options as well. Hiron is only just now taking that third base, and the later the base goes up, the easier it is for Mutas to hit it. So, I think this is a pretty decent move. Firezerg knows more about ZVZ than I do, that's for sure. More Spine Crawlers going up to defend against this Roach push, though. This is really going to be the main dangerous point for Firezerg right now. As these Roaches are streaming across the map. Mutas are on the way, but they're not yet done.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty close timing here. Mutas, only 2, 3, 4 Mutas out. I'm not sure. This might be actually the perfect... Oh my god, he just corroded by his own Roach, his own Ravager there.
Yeah, I mean, it did survive, but still. Here it comes. The Spine Crawlers are not going to finish in time, and the first Spine Crawler... it actually gets unrooted. That's really nice. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Here come the Lings and the Banelings. They will actually take out a lot of these Roaches, and the Mutas are starting to pop, so I think that Firezerg's going to hold this.
Oh man, it's still pretty close. There's a lot of Ravagers out here.
Beautiful Spine Crawler micro, but no, this is absolutely held. These Ravagers are light units. They're going to be blown up by the Banelings, and there is nothing that Hiron can do. Firezerg with a 12 worker lead and the tech lead as well.
That was pretty close there. He does come out just in time.
Yeah, but Firezerg just knows exactly when he needs to defend. He's going to split up his Mutas a bit just to kill everything that's on the way. There's Lings on the way as well, but they're going to die to the Mutas as well. And it looks like Hiron's just sending these units into a meat grinder at this point. There's 2 Spine Crawlers here. Yeah,
and a bunch of Lings as well.
Hiron doing everything he can, but Firezerg takes a dominating lead in this game for game number 1. Tunneling Claws and Burrow on the way. I've got to give one thing to Hiron. He is resilient as all hell. He's making a ton of drones. He's making Tunneling Claws and Burrow. He's continuing to stream these units in. He will not give up without a fight. He's going to keep on fighting until he's broken all his bones and doesn't have any blood left.
Yeah, I mean, right now I think he's bleeding profusely as he is down to 105 to 62 supply already.
Yeah, but
he's the one with the Roaches too.
He is getting spore crawlers. He is going to need. Well, I guess he's just going to try and do burrow tactics in order to fend Fire Zerg off and get those roaches across the map without being seen, because there is no overseer. But here are 2 spores, and you can't fight into that.
Oh,
this queen is going to get sniped.
Yep.
Yeah, and so is the spore crawler that is still building. Ooh, not quite actually. No, there it goes.
Oh my god, spore. Okay, yeah.
He's just going straight for the lair.
Yeah.
Look at that.
There's nothing to defend against this.
Yeah, he's only got queens and spores, and this spore will snipe down a muter really fast, but it doesn't matter. Even if he loses 2 or 3 muters, there's just nothing Hiron can do against this. Spore crawlers are trying to burrow desperately, but the lair is down. And he can just kill these queens as well. Oh, he kills one of them, gets away. Sniping some oh man, these muters are just raining down hell. And Fire Zerg is even getting a lurker den behind this, because why the hell not? If the only thing... And that's just it, GG. And Fire Zerg takes game number 1 with a strong opening into an even more dominating mid-game.
Yeah. Alright, so Psionic Aftermath is going to go up 1-2 zip. And now we are up for our next players, which is... I'm actually going to go ahead and invite.
So that was game number 1. Let's see who's up for game number 2 on the roster. It will be Hino versus Phoebe. Hino is a recent acquisition of ours, and actually the winner of the latest MVP tournament, the SciX internal tournament, open to all at Masters or above.
Yeah, so...
Actually, it's open to all, but no one below Masters is going to be winning that.
I mean, who knows? Maybe one day. You never know. Anything can happen.
It'd be quite the miracle. It really would.
That would be amazing.
Hino only dropped a single map, I believe, in the entire thing, losing a single game to Chris in the finals. So
yeah, very impressive.
Showing his stuff for us.
We'll see if he can show his stuff in this match here.
Yeah. His opponent will be a Terran at 5.4 KMR on the cusp of Grandmaster. So, Phoebe, no slouch himself.
Alright, both players are ready. Wow, we've been having a lot of cheers, guys. Thank you for the cheers. Keep them coming.
Yeah. Glad to see everyone showing their support.
Even Phoenix is in the cheer train.
This is a Biogenesis, so we better be prepared to do these intros pretty fast. This is a crazy map, this one.
Yeah. But I actually like it personally. How about you?
Oh yeah. I love to watch it. Less so to play it. Oh, in the top left, representing Psionic Aftermath, winner of the internal MVP tournament, it is the Red Zerg, it is Hino. And in the bottom right, down 1 game, looking to bring it back for his team, it is the Blue Terran, representing Stand to the End, it is Phoebe. You know, I really like the logo Stand to the End have. Look at that really cool frost dragon.
Blue dragon, yeah.
And also, it matches the color scheme
of the blue.
Units.
Yep.
So in the fashion game, Phoebe kind of wins. I'm sad to say, hey, nobody can say I'm biased towards SciX. See, I've just conceded a victory to Stand to the End right there. They've got the color coordination down.
The best dress award or something.
Exactly. Now, what is worth noting is that when SciX played against Stand to the End. Why do I keep calling it Save to the End? And won 3-2 in week 3. I don't think their roster was as strong as it is now.
Yeah, I was thinking back, and I think they have a much stronger roster, at least the lineup for this match.
But I think both sides have actually taken a step up in their rosters.
I mean, this is a semifinals, so it's like no better time than to throw out your best players.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. But definitely, we're going to see 2.0. It's going to be a more high octane thing. We've already seen a great game for game number 1, and I think it's just going to continue. Now, the interesting thing about Hino, he's not sending those overlords across the map.
Yeah, I was about to say that in the beginning. It's like, that's some weird overlord rallies or something.
I was thinking maybe he suspected a Marine might try and snipe them because there's not really anywhere, not really many places for the overlords to hide. But especially on a map like Abiogenesis, not scouting your opponent is actually very risky, very dangerous.
Man, this third Overlord joining up with the Overlord bunch here. Maybe to
I
just...
think this might just be a mistake. Maybe I think Hino's nervous. I think this might be one of his. I think this might be his first time actually representing SciX. He played in the MVP Cup, but then he was just playing for himself. I think he really wants to win this match, and I think he's had a bit of a problem there. eBay will go up at that third base location of Hino to try and Phobe's trying to slow him down, but there's still no scouts at all for Hino.
You know what? I think, yeah, look, he's getting Overlord speed. So he's going for a massive drop here. I think the massive Ling drop. Maybe that's why he's hiding all his Overlord here.
If he was doing that, wouldn't he actually want the Overlords to be across the map?
No, that's why he can load up his Queens and his Lings and just float over there all together.
Maybe.
Oh, Divine thanking us for our logo logo
yeah, you're right. There's an evolution chamber. I've never seen this before, but I think you're right.
Oh,
we are gonna see
good scout by Froby though.
A massive Queen Ling drop.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, well, there's 5 drop. Gee, I've never seen anything like this before. This is amazing. And Phoebe knows he's just not gonna build that. He's just not gonna build. He's just not gonna land his natural at all. But there's really only Hellions for this, and that'll be really good against the Zerglings, but not so much against the Queens.
Yeah, and there's no Banshees on the way. He's making a Viking instead.
Yeah, try and stop these Overlords, but I don't know if that's the right choice because the Queens are just going to be able to snipe that out of the sky. This is a crazy build out of Hino.
Yeah, it's just pretty all in here.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
First,
he doesn't even have any Queens at home.
First Banshee's being made, but is it going to be in time? I think these Overlord... Oh man, this Viking does spot it. First, I think one Overlord might go down.
Queens. I'd like to see him unload the Queens and transfuse that Overlord. But he wants to unload them directly onto the Hellions. The Hellions are going to be the linchpin for this defense because the Zerglings do most of the DPS. Will this be enough? SCVs are just being slaughtered left and right. There aren't even any Queens for Hino at home, but doesn't matter at this point. He's down to 11 workers. It's Phoebe. And these Queens are just fighting uncontested. There are 2 Cyclones on the way and a Banshee. That's going to help fend this off, but at what cost? Is this already over? This Banshee goes down, the Cyclone will be taken out.
Oh no, I'm actually lagging.
Oh, that's you. I thought it might be me.
Oh boy. Oh.
But fortunately at this point, it's the best time to lag because the game was already over.
Oh man.
Wow from Phoebe. Wow for me too. I was watching that whole thing unfold and I had no idea what was going to happen. That was amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
I am sorry about that lag, but usually it's okay.
That game was already over when the lag spike happened, realistically. We can resume from replay if we want to, but I don't really think there's anything that could have been done.
Carrier has arrived.
Hopefully the stream is not affected by it. But there is a 2-minute delay, so I can't see. Let's see what they said. The lags might happen when I surrender the cyclone, but we can resume. I guess pretty much sure I want to.
Yeah, it looks like Divine is agreeing with our assessment and with Hino's assessment that the game was over at that point.
Alright, just gonna go one final confirm with Divine to see if he wants to go for just head to straight to game 3 or resume from replay?
Yeah, let's find out. Let's see what Divine wants. I imagine Divine was probably watching the stream.
Okay.
Or he was looking at or he was in game, wasn't he? So he would have known.
Yeah, the thing just popped up on stream. The spike thing happened on the stream right now. So okay, so look, good thing is that the stream wasn't affected too much. I was
Yeah, and
aware.
like I said, it would have been much worse if it had happened during the decisive moments of the game instead of when the game was pretty much decided.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it to Divine because I don't wanna. Let's go ahead and see what's our next matchup at least. So, as we wait for Divine to make up a decision.
Yeah, Guitar Cheese versus Han Jeju.
That's a hard name to pronounce there. Han Jeju. Oh wait.
We'll probably call him Hanje for the purpose of the cast, I imagine.
Yeah. Or Mr. Han.
And we are going to resume from replay.
Alright. So let's go ahead and have our player back into. Oh wait, it was Froby, right? Froby?
Yeah. We probably shouldn't discuss the state of the game at this point, since we're going to be going back in.
Alright.
And it is perfectly legal for our players to be watching at this stage.
Mom?
I'm not sure what that could be a typo for.
I guess we'll just go ahead and remake the. Oh wait, actually, oops, not remake the map. Resume from replay. So let's go into the replay folder. Biogenesis. All right. Alright, so got Froby. Hopefully he can come in.
I guess Froby wasn't consulted on that decision. I guess we'll see if Froby wants to continue on.
Yeah. Sorry guys for the a little bit of a delay. We're just trying to give Stand to the End their fair chance or their justice. Recover game. So let's say, okay, they say at 4:51 was when the lag spike happened, right?
That's when Hino says it happened, yeah.
Okay, so let's see, what 4:35 or 4:40 maybe? Oh, maybe 4:50.
I'm not sure precisely what the procedure is. But I think trying to start it close to when it happened is a good idea because of how important it was the exact second that it occurred, because that was just when the cyclone was surrounded, which was kind of important in the defense.
Okay, 450. Let's go ahead and 450, and we'll go ahead. Game lasts a total of 5 minutes, so.
Alright, here we go. This is going to be fast.
That's
No
what she
introductions
said.
of these players. No introductions of these players here.
No introduction needed.
We're just going to go straight into it. We'll
Yep.
have a 3-second delay, and then, well, things are going to be chaos for both sides.
I
Let's
assume.
see who comes out on top.
Yeah, I assume it's gonna be a really fast GG. So, unless
One would think.
something crazy happened, I don't know.
Well, if the Cyclones do survive, maybe this can be held. But even then, there's just so many speedlings that I don't think so.
Oh, I didn't even notice a cyclone came out.
Yeah, Cyclone came out and was surrounded at about 4:51.
Okay, that's probably why. All right.
And here we go. Queens are going uncontested. Cyclone's about to come out. The Banshee is out. The Banshee does retreat with the forewarning that Phoebe had, but even so, down to 11 workers. Is going to try and take out these SCVs one by one as they start repairing each other. The Hellions will actually hold at this point, but there's only 8 workers left. I think that this will be held, but at this point, I mean, does it even matter? There is 8 workers left for Phoebe. Can he possibly come back? This Banshee is so low, but will stay alive as the Drop Lords start to get taken away by these Cyclones, but all of them should survive, including those 2 Queens. More Queens and +1 melee on the way for Hino, and having done crippling economic damage, we'll see if there's anything Phoebe can do to come back. He has made the right moves the second time around, being forewarned of what was going on. So this game will continue on, at least for a little bit longer.
Yeah, defended a lot better than the first time around.
8 Banelings are on the way. And we have more Hellions and more Banshees coming out from Phoebe. We should see Spore Crawlers coming out from Hino pretty shortly, because he knows about the Banshees.
Oh yeah, I think he was gonna go for a second follow-up attack with the Banelings and Lings.
Yeah, that might be the plan, or he might just be prepared for an all-out attack from Phoebe because Hino knows how far ahead he is economically.
Oh, there is no spores though, so this Banshee is actually gonna go ahead and pick off some units.
Oh, and
Ooh,
that Overlord almost goes down. That has 2 Queens in it. Spores are on the way. And the Zerglings and the Banelings do try and take on these Hellions. They will kill most of them, but some of them still stay alive. And there is another attack going out from Hino at the same time, sending those They weren't just brought into the Dropper Lords to keep them alive. They were actually brought there as another attack. This Banshee is still out of range of the Spore, but everything except the Banshee will go down, and this Queen will retreat to the Spore. So it will stay alive, and in the meantime, we have an attack coming down with Lings and Banes from Hino. He's just going to drop the Queens and Banes directly on the Hellions and the SCVs, and I think this one is going to finish it off.
It's raining
There's
Banelings.
no lag spikes here. 50 supply to 10. It's all over. Phoebe will lose this one. Holds for a little bit longer, but in the end, Hino comes out on top with a 2-0 lead for Psionic Aftermath as we go to match point.
Oh man, that actually got pretty scary for a sec, as he actually did hold compared to the first game.
Yeah.
And he had no spore calls when the Banshees was arrived at the base, so that could have been really bad. But yep, looks like Hino does get the second win for Psionic Aftermath. So Psionic Aftermath is going to go up 2-0 in this series.
Yeah, and so we're gonna have, as I said before, Guitar Cheese versus Hanja Jun. Guitar Cheese is a Zerg player who is very skilled, one of Syax's best. Some of you may remember him as a very, very strong random player from back in the day. He is back and part of Psionic Aftermath. And we'll be seeing who Han Jae-jun is to oppose him once he's invited to the party.
And the next map is gonna be Acid Plant. Okay.
Yeah, Han Jae-jun's gonna have to be pretty good to take out Guitar Cheese, and they're gonna need it because they have to win 3 games in a row if they wish to advance.
Yep, this is
Th-
pretty much their ace
Is this
match.
the semi-finals or the quarterfinals? Actually, I think this is actually the quarterfinals, isn't it? The round of 8.
No, this is the semifinals.
Oh,
We
there you
pl-
go. So the winner of this one goes to the grand finals.
Yep, we played the Nocturnal Gamers in the quarterfinals, and now, yep,
Oh, that's right.
we're
We
fighting.
didn't cast that one, so
Swagger
it doesn't
cast that
exist.
one. Yeah, whoever wins this gets to go to the finals and have the chance to claim or to win and claim themselves to be the Alpha Team League champions, which will be pretty nice on the Liquipedia page.
We shall see. But right now we're just waiting on the next player.
Yeah, looks like Divine might be looking to be finding his next player.
Barbarossa is here. There's Han Jae-jun.
Yep.
And let's take a look at who they have. Han Jae-jun is a Grandmaster at 5600 MMR, and it will be a Terran, so we will see another ZVT.
Nice. I always
A very high
love
level
watching
one.
ZBTs.
Yeah, it's pretty great, especially when you see players much better than us duking it out, because they've got the mechanics to actually macro properly while getting action going everywhere instead of just sort of sitting there.
Alright, looks like Han Jae-jun is ready. Let's see if
I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced.
I just feel like calling him Mr. Han for some reason.
We can call him Han or Hanje. I doubt they'll mind. We're just waiting for this to get started.
Okay.
So our cheese is ready, so we are going to get this game underway on Acid Plant.
Yep. This is game 3. Again, 2-0 lead for SttE currently. So if if it stands to the end, it's gonna come back. It will be this game.
I mean, on the one hand, I kind of want to cheer for SttE, but on the other hand, I also want this to go longer, so I'm kind of ambivalent here.
We shall see. I mean, either way, I think should be fine.
In the top left, representing Stand to the End, needing to win this to keep the team's hope alive, it is Han Jae-jun. And in the bottom right, representing Psionic Aftermath, the 3rd red Zerg in a row, trying to bring it home, it is Guitar Cheese. Man, Psyx, we really love our red Zergs.
They're Fire Zerg.
Yeah, Fire Zerg. Well, I suppose it makes sense for him to be red Zerg, right?
Guitar Cheese should be more like yellow, right? Because cheese is yellow. I mean, yeah.
Or brown, because guitars tend to be brown. I don't know. I don't know exactly what Guitar Cheese is supposed to mean. How do you mix cheese and
He said
guitar?
he made that screen name when he was like really young, like maybe 13 years old or something. I don't know.
Is it like gunk that you clean out of a guitar? I've never had a guitar. I don't know how dirty they get.
I think it's if you have 500 pounds of cheese and 100 guitars, you get automatically promoted to GM.
Too expensive.
Alright, so both players look like they're opening pretty standard here, not going anything too crazy, and I think this map is also a map where not a lot of craziness happens. Maybe I see more standard game on this map than anything.
We know Guitar Cheese is actually sending his overlords across the map, which apparently means something in this day and age. I always thought that was just a thing that all Zergs did all the time, but there you go. And I think Guitar Cheese will play a pretty standard game. I think he would see himself as having the advantage over Hanjay.
Yeah.
That's what Hanjay might want to do. If he knows of Guitar Cheese's reputation, he might try and pull off something. We are going to see a fast factory, and I don't think this overlord will go down. It will get to safety.
Ah, yeah. 65
Marines will
life.
fend it off. And we're going to see a few slowlings heading across the map. They're not going to get anything done against 3 Marines. And the Overlord should see that, so I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. They're not actually going all the way across the map. They know they can't actually do it.
Yeah, and we have a reactor on the barracks, so looking for a factory switch off, maybe into Hellions, maybe Cyclones if you're going a little bit crazy, but I expect Hellions pretty much the same build as last game, I think.
Yeah, that would seem reasonable. There is a very fast starport on the way, so this could actually be, I suppose, a Hellion or Widow Mine drop.
Or Hellion into Banshees, as yeah, he's getting a tech lab on that barracks, so as soon as that tech lab is finished, the starport should be finished as well, and then they will switch off. And it will be pretty much the same build that Froby went for last game, or was attempting at least.
Oh yeah, well there you go. Good point. Bunker is on the way for Hanjo. He suspects something might happen from Gitachi's, but doesn't look like Gitachi is doing anything just yet. Well, he's making quite a lot of lings actually. It's not an all-in by any means, but he definitely wants to put on some pressure. And there aren't actually any. There are 2 Hellions out so far, and we have a Raven coming out from Hanjo.
Ooh, interesting. After the I guess the patch with the Raven, I was also wondering why this
Hold on, Snoopy. There is only 2 Hellions here at home, and they might get surrounded. Actually, the natural gets walled off. The natural main gets walled off just in time. There will be a couple of SCVs taken down, but will these Hellions manage to do their job? It looks like they will, but in the meantime, that's a lot of lost mining time that Gitachi's has caused. Sending more and more lings across the map, but I don't think they're going to get any more done. All of these Hellions will just roast the speedlings. And it looks like Hanjo in quite a good position from this.
Yeah, that was pretty nice defense. It was pretty close from getting into the main, but lifted up the depot just in time.
Yeah. Now, what were you saying about the Raven earlier?
Oh, I don't know if you remember this, but when Raven, the auto turret lasted longer and did a lot of damage, they would like go into the mineral line, put some auto turrets in each mineral line. They keep doing that over and over again, and I was wondering why, after they reverted back the Raven to the old form, why it wasn't I guess in the meta anymore. Because I was expecting like mass Raven play where they would just keep throwing auto turrets in the mineral line, but hasn't been as common these days.
The reason is the cast time. They actually changed the cast range. They changed the cast range from 3 to 1, so it's now a lot more risky to actually throw down those auto turrets as the Raven. You can't just get free damage against spores anymore.
Ah, I see.
You have to get into range of the queens and such. That's why it's not as common.
Ah, okay, makes sense.
And yeah, I do remember. It was only about 3 months ago. It's not like we're talking about, back in Wings of Liberty here.
Yeah. I mean, after all these like mini changes and all these patches, it just feels like a year.
Feels like longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, these Hellions are actually going to get caught out. 2 of them will survive. Just. Man, Hanjo's doing really well angling these Hellions to get as many lings with each shot as possible. He's getting more lings in a shot than I would have thought possible.
Yeah, usually Katarchi is actually pretty good with his lings, but hasn't gone in his way currently in this game. As we see.
Katarchi's is getting a fourth base before Hanjo even morphs this third into an orbital, let alone lands it. So Katarchi's taking a few risks to get ahead. So he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, but his lair is actually pretty late though, so.
That's a good point.
Yeah, if Hanjo actually goes for a timing push, which I don't actually think he's gonna go for, it doesn't look like. It could have been really devastating, but Stem does finish. The first 2 Metarax are on their way, and third CC is now gonna go ahead and lift off.
And Hanjo does now see the late layer timing, so he may actually go for something with +1/+1 in combat shields. Knowing there's not going to be much tech available, this is probably going to have to be a Roach Ravager based defense if that's what Hanjo decides to do. He's not going to have those Hydras out. Well, actually, he might. We'll have to see if he throws down the Hydrogen.
Okay, yep. Looks like, we're just in 7 minutes into the game, and look at the creep spread of Katarchi, though. I gotta commend him on that.
A push is on the way across the map, though, with Marines and tanks, but they've actually gotten split up a bit as they move across the map. But Gitachi's unable to take advantage. We do have 2 tanks, a Hellion, and a bunch of Marines. They are going to do some damage. We do have 11 roaches on the way. They will have +1/+1, 7 Banes, but they aren't done yet. They are not ready. A lot of queens here for the defense, but there's only queens and lings to defend this.
Oh man!
All of these lings actually go down, and these queens are just getting blown up. I think Katachi has to give up this base. I don't think he can defend it.
Banelings are on the way though.
Banelings are on the way, yeah, but there's 2 tanks here.
Ah, that's true.
And more Marines on the way. They're just going to stim back, getting some great cutting on these Banelings. I don't think this is a good move from Katachi. He's got 4 bases. I think he could have afforded to let this one go. He's trying to morph some Ravagers, doing what he can, but can he save this base? If he cannot, he'll be in serious trouble because of everything he's lost to try and save it. He's trying to take out this siege tank. Will get 1. It looks like he actually might just hold.
Yeah,
oh man!
Wow!
Unbelievable! I did not see that coming at all. But now Hanjay has taken the economic lead. This 64 works to 54. But with 4 bases, Katachis can change that up pretty quickly. But there is going to be another attack on the way. In the meantime, Katachis is just stuck on Roach Baneling. Starting to get Roach speed, so I guess he's decided to commit to that form of tech for now. Not going for the more standard Hydroling Bane, whether that's because that was his plan all along, or because he never really had the opportunity. I'm not yet sure. Baneling speed on the way as well. So he's trying to upgrade this Roach Ravager Baneling force. But here comes the second attack.
Yeah, this
Anjay with a 12 supply lead. Creep spread is good, but we'll start to get sniped away. I'm a bit worried for Katachis, I've got to say. This is a really strong and scary army, and Hanjay has proven that he knows how to use it.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to the engagement, I think. He does have a few, I guess, Banelings, but I think he needs maybe some more Ravagers, maybe. Well, I guess.
Let's see what he's got. Yeah, a few more. 3 Ravagers is the magic number needed to one-shot a tank.
Yeah.
But it looks like Hanjay is just backing away, taking a 4th base, trying to force Katachis not to get up to that nice 80 drone count that so many Zergs want to get to. Acid Plant is actually very hard to defend 4 bases on. They're so spread out. But it looks like the tanks do siege up, and it looks like here comes the engagement.
Oh man!
Good splits with the Marines, but are they good enough? Roach is coming streaming in, and actually that looks like a great engagement for Hanjay as he streams forward. Both Bars will force him back for now. He doesn't want to fight without his tanks. He's got 3 tanks. He wants to siege them up in a great position. He's got in between the 3rd and the natural, and this 3rd base is almost certainly going to go down this time.
Oh, man,
more Banelings being made, but will they be done in time? They just finished at the right time there. They do have speed. This could be some really good hits, but actually they all get sniped. Some good hits just at the end, as all the Roaches and Banelings and Zerglings leap on the tanks. And will Katachis hold again? I don't think he will. I think there's just too many Marines and such left over.
Yeah,
and it looks like
it's plus 2 to 1. I mean, 2-1 to 1-1. The upgrades.
Yeah, it looks like Hanjay's actually. I think Hanjay's done this. Avoids the corrosive bile. Even if he manages to defend this off, there's more on the way. And GG, Hanjay will take game number 3 and keep this series alive.
Wow.
Stand to the end, proving that he embodies their namesake. Hanjay did indeed stand to the end. Took this game.
Nice. Alright, now I guess we'll go into our 4th match. And that will be on...
Indeed we will.
Which map would that be on? Let's see.
Catalyst.
Catalyst, alright.
It will be Kuna Matata versus Barbarossa. Barbarossa, a Masters 1 Zerg. Kuna Matata, a GM/M1 Terran, depending on the day. So we'll be seeing another ZVT, so all of you TVZ fans, this is your day.
Yeah, a lot of TVZs.
Where are all the Protosses at, man? Don't understand. All of our best players tend to be Zergs and Terrans in Psyx. We got some good Protosses, but either they couldn't make it or they're not quite at the ATL level.
And we're just gonna go ahead and have Froby invite his next player.
Both sides pretty close together in terms of MMR. 52-50 for Kuna, 51-50 for Barbarossa. And I believe, yeah, I believe Barbarossa is a Zerg.
Uh, can't confirm it, but yeah, maybe. I mean, just based on the name, his sounds like a
Yeah,
Zerg name.
Barbarossa is a Zerg. How does Barbarossa sound like a Zerg name?
I don't know. It's just for some reason sounds like a Zerg name.
Barbarossa was the guy who created the Holy Roman Empire. Basically brought together a bunch of states in around the Italian region and created an empire out of them. I learned that from Age of Empires 2. It was one of the campaigns. Frederick Barbarossa.
History lesson by Sullivan.
That's how I learned most of my history as a kid, man. Age of Empires.
Ah. Oh wow, we have 20 viewers currently on the stream.
Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, we should get this next match started pretty soon. As soon as Divine invites Barbarossa into the party. Looks like we have actually a good balanced amount of SciX members and SttE members in the chat.
It says that Barbarossa is actually in game.
Oh, I guess.
I'm not sure what he's up to. He's been in the SttE, the SciX versus SttE channel for basically the whole time.
I'm gonna go ahead and message him. Oh, he's playing it says he's playing a ranked game, so we might actually have to wait for him to be done with his game before we can invite him in.
I do not think that is within the rules of a team league. That's what mum means. It means moment. Yeah, I think it's fully within your rights to say no, he has to get into the game. Because you're the one leading for SciX, right?
Well, I'll just let him play out his ladder game. In the meantime, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and use the bathroom for a sec, since we're just waiting for Barbarossa. So just carry on until I come back.
Alrighty, so I'm not sure how long I'm going to be waiting for Barbarossa, or if he's planning on finishing his game. Personally, I hope not, because that could take a long time depending on what matchup and what's going on. Apparently, Divine thought that we lost. Wow, did not have any faith in Hange, did Barbarossa. Snoopy did not pass lead before he left, so I can't bring anyone else into this game even if Barbarossa leaves it. So meantime, let's take a look at the stats of these two players. For Barbarossa, we have, looking at match history, looking at the current race report, he's played about 400 games this latter season, so a big sample size, and his ZVT sits at exactly 50%, with 75 wins and 74 losses, so pretty even there. His ZVZ is really strong at 66%, actually. Let's take a look at Kuna Matata. Slightly higher MMR. Fair few less games, though, at 183 this season. TVZ is actually sitting at 42%, though, so Kuna's been having some trouble in the matchup. So all in all, it should be a pretty evenly matched fight. Kuna with a slight edge MMR-wise, but Barbarossa with a slight edge in the actual matchup percentage. Let's take a look at the chat, see what
Alright, I'm
people
back.
are saying there. Welcome back.
Alright, how's it going?
Good.
Still.
Phoenix says Salavant sounds like pig. They're both Australian. Yeah, I think that's true. Even so, they must be from the same region. I guess so. I think pig originally comes from New South Wales, just like I do.
Pixie asks, what does a Zerg name sounds like exactly? You know what? I would say Salavant actually sounds like a Zerg name.
You know, it's true. It
Yeah.
kind of does. It's, you know, Cerebro to Salavant. Will be in charge of the outer defenses, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Barbarossa, on the other hand, kind of sounds like a Terran name to me. You know,
really?
like, well, you know, they're named after, like, I could picture a Terran general being named after a conqueror, you know?
I see, yeah. I can see that, yeah.
And you got the star names like Arcturus, you got the big, you know, war names like Warfield. I bet General Warfield's family's probably been in, like, the military for generations. How else do you get a last name like Warfield? I mean, that's got to be like something awarded posthumously. Like all of your kids will be named Warfield now. That's your last name now.
Still Fly asking what's the score. The score is 2-1 in favor of Psionic Aftermath. We're about to get into our fourth game. We're just waiting for player to come in.
Other question is who in the roster sounds most like a Protoss name? Let's take a look at the roster. Hiron. Hiron sounds like a Protoss name.
Yep, Hiron. Yeah, Zerg name Hydras. You know, sounds pretty same. Looks like Barbarossa is finally done with his game, and we can start the game now. Ooh.
Snoopy, on the other hand, doesn't sound like anything. It's like they don't even care about the lore of the Cthulhu sector, man.
It just sounds like your friendly neighborhood loyal dog, right?
How can a dog play StarCraft, Snoopy? They don't have thumbs.
Which makes it even more impressive.
Can't believe I lost to a dog. I don't think I've ever beaten your adept harass. You don't even have thumbs.
Alright, Kun Matata is ready, waiting for Barbarossa. Oh, what?
What's going on here?
Yeah, what's going on here? Oh wait, are they in the party? No, they're not in the party.
No, I think they just showed up. I think you should just remove them. If they don't know why they're here. I don't know, I've never understood why people just go into lobbies that
Yeah.
they have no idea what's going on in them. Like, to what end?
Okay, looks like
Barbara also said when you want, so that means ready.
okay, there we go.
Let's get this show on the road.
Yep. Again, this is ace match still for Psi X, or for
Oh,
I guess for
match point.
yeah, match
Ace
point.
match would be next game if we get to that. Let's see if we do.
Yeah, we'll see if Barbarossa can tie it up here and send it to the ace match.
And we'll see if Kuna Matata does his signature build in this matchup. In the top left, representing Psionic Aftermath, it is the Red Terran, the first Terran we have sent out today. It is Kuna Matata. And at the bottom right, repping that blue, showing off the coordinated sense of style. It has won stand to the end their first game this season so far. It is Barbarossa looking to tie it up.
Yeah, I just noticed the hatchery does not have a 20th anniversary sign. but in the Kuna Matata's command center, if you zoom in,
Oh yeah, I see.
It has that 20 anniversary thing.
I think that must be like a decal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think you equip it. Yeah. Okay. I see.
Yeah. What's going on here?
Little Nice says, "Hey, there's a guy that plays SC without an arm. It can be done. So you know, dogs can still play with paws and make it happen."
Apparently people trying to chat to Kuna in game. Doesn't want that. Barbarossa pointing out options social. Barbarossa is French, I believe, so English not his first language.
That's funny.
I think that's an attempted sabotage, right there from Divine. That's just very sad that he's that desperate. Tisk. Wait until the ATL admins see this.
Tisk indeed. And looks like both players gonna go ahead, get their regular standard openings.
Looks like it. Neither side going for any crazy aggression, though we can. Well, I guess we can still see some crazy aggression off of two bases. I mean, we saw that from Hino, so we could still see something pretty crazy, but it doesn't look like we're gonna see anything very early and very crazy.
Yeah, with that later gas, I'm not expecting any Overlord drops like Hino in that game with Hino and
yeah,
Phoebe.
that definitely seems to be the case. So there are 6 slings on the way, so I guess he's going to try and dodge the Reaper and delay the command center of Kuna Matata, which is a pretty standard move. Doesn't end the game for one side or the other, but can provide a little bit of an advantage if one side sniffs out or does not.
Yep. Looks like Kuna Matata ain't going for it. I mean, he could still go for it, but I think he's gonna just go for a Hellion opening. You were mentioning his go-to build, that infamous Ghost Hellion build that he went for.
Yeah, that's his signature, and the Reaper will spot 2 of these lings coming across the map, but the other 4 are going to make it to the base. The Reaper is just going to snipe another ling, but will Kuna suspect that means the other 4 are on the way? It looks like he does because he's sending him back, but he will have to delay his command center. He won't lose anything, it looks like. This reactor is going to be under some fire, but he can pull a couple of SCVs to repair that. I think he has to. And he does. And overall, he won't take any significant damage. Oh, will this reactor actually go down? It's actually very close.
Oh, he lets it go in.
Has to lift it in order to get more surface area on that, but won't actually lose any workers.
Oh, this is a big scout.
It is a big scout. Oh, but did he see the Ghost Academy? He didn't. He didn't see it.
Oh my god, he did not see it. Wow.
He doesn't know. Now, if Barbarossa's game sense is really on point, he might know that something is up because of what he hasn't seen. He hasn't seen enough that would indicate this is everything you can have at this point in the game.
Yeah. Oh no, actually, you know what? Barbarossa, I think blind counter that he's going for roaches instead.
Yeah, he's going for 8 roaches. It looks like he's going to put on some aggression of his own.
Yeah.
But the question is who's countering who, because if Kuna sniffs this out, he can just sit back with his ghosts behind a wall and just snipe those roaches as they try and show up. So this aggression really isn't going to work from both sides, I think.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Seeing these roaches, he's just going to turn around and try and defend this with ghosts and Hellions, which he will. So he's actually taking this really seriously. He's pulling his SCVs off the natural. I don't know if he has to do that.
I think you just want to go for the safer.
I'd like to see him just put those ghosts on the high ground, right near the natural, and start sniping at those ghosts from the high ground. And start sniping at those roaches from the high ground, I mean. Because he could probably reach a couple of them, I think.
Yeah, but he could even actually just cloak the ghosts and just snipe away at the roaches there.
No, he doesn't have personal cloaking. That's not automatic anymore.
Oh, right, right. See, I don't play Terran. That's how you know.
2 Evos on the way for Barbarossa. He's just choosing to back away, having gotten the tempo advantage that he needs.
I think a lot of good plays by both players here. Good reaction.
Yeah, both sides are just really respecting the others, playing around what the other player is doing, and either side feeling like they need to commit too heavily to an unfavorable fight. Both sides showing a lot of confidence. But, okay, maybe Kuna's not showing a great deal of confidence with those 3 roaches, but he probably thinks it's a bait of some kind, so he's just going to snipe at them, rather than extend forward into a potential ambush, even though there is no ambush, but he doesn't know that. Spire. I was about to say Mutalisk Den. On the way for Barbarossa.
Wow. That's some really fast muta there.
Yeah, it is.
530.
2 base muta. 2 base roach into 2 base muta.
But I don't think it will come out in time before this attack comes.
No, it will not, but there are still roaches here at home, but how well those snipes can do against it, that is the question. If those Mutalisks come out, Kuna even has a couple of Cyclones. Kuna's in serious trouble once these mutas come out because a few snipes isn't going to be enough, but this third is going to be denied, just completely, it's just not even going to be fought for. And Kuna's going to continue to move forward, and he has a lot of energy on these ghosts at this point. He's just going to start sniping these roaches and queens like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because they very well might not be.
Oh my god, Ravage is being morphed in.
He's morphed from 5 Ravagers. That means he won't have many, if any, mutas. He needs these Ravagers to stay alive. Corrosive Vials force him back. Both Evo chambers have been destroyed. And again, both sides just sort of countering the other one a little bit and then retreating away. We're seeing a very intricate dance going on right now. With both sides. And I think it's really cool.
Important to
Overall,
note.
it looks like...
Go on. Oh, I was about to say, important to note that Klimatata, while doing that attack, did get his third base. So pretty much he's got the third base ahead of Barbarossa there.
Yeah, I was going to say something similar to you, namely that Kuna Matata has gotten the advantage throughout all this. It is 2 bases to 2, and the third base for both are going to go up at similar times, even a bit fast for Kuna Matata. But we do have the Mutalisks on the way, but there should be enough Ghosts and Cyclones to fend that off now.
Yeah, and he's starting to make the transition into Bios, so he's going to make some Marines, and Stim is about to be done too.
Yeah, the question is, can these Ghosts be in the right position to avoid crippling damage being done by the Mutalisks? These Mutalisks can actually go between the third and the main extremely easily on this map, given the third that Kuno has chosen to take. So this could actually do a lot of damage. But if those Mutalisks get close to the Ghosts, the Ghosts are just going to snipe them. So Kuno's going to sacrifice the SCVs at this third base and instead head to the main, prepared for Barbarossa to head that way. But Barbarossa's not doing that. Oh, there we go. Some snipes going down. Gets 2 of the mutas straight away. But already 10 SCVs have gone down. Some mutas coming down to start sniping these... Some ghosts coming out to start sniping these mutas. And they will. Barbarossa reacting slowly. Loses 4 mutaliks.
It's so funny
and
to
the
see that.
Yeah, this is not what you see in most TVZs. We do have an Infestation Pit, +1/+1, Roach Speed, and Burrow. All of the upgrades at once, as well as 11 drones coming out of Barbarossa. Barbarossa committing to more of a late game. But it's interesting to see this kind of bio-mech mixture out of Kuna Matata. He is upgrading his bio now. He has chosen his tech path.
It's really weird.
And it would be interesting. It would be interesting to see some sort of push from Kuna Matata, because I don't know if Barbarossa will be prepared, although 15 roaches are on the way. And tunneling claws.
If his upgrades is 1-1 is about to be finished, combat shield not so much, but if he makes a go for a timing attack, maybe. But like you said, the roaches are being made, so I think he would actually be able to defend against this, as army supply is pretty even here.
Yeah, but the army supply for Barbarossa is in roaches.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We do see an armory on the way for +2/+2. So well, it looks like we are going to see this attack coming out. We'll see how much that gets done. The ghosts become less and less effective as time goes on. Snipes are less effective in these larger battles, and EMP doesn't really do anything it doesn't do anything at all against a roach-based force.
Now, army is about to finish. You can just wait for army to finish and then turn those Hellions into Hellbats. I think it will be better against these roaches.
And ooh, snipes going down.
Oh my god!
Like I said, the armory is finished, but the Hellions are staying.
Oh my god, those snipes!
Oh, man, that's so many snipes. I did not realize the snipes would be doing so much damage against these roaches, but they're sort of dancing around trying to find the right engagement. They have to dive on this. but there's still there's tanks. The snipes go down, and oh man, this is just gonna wreck everything.
Oh,
Kuna
wow.
is just going to slaughter this. This is a weird game, but Kuna has proven himself the master of this type of weird game.
Third goes down.
He's got this. It's all over. Psionic Aftermath will take the series 3-1 and move on to the grand finals. Even the scans prevent the tunneling claws from doing anything, and that was Barbarossa's last chance.
What a weird game to end this series on, but
Yeah, I did not expect to see this. Both sides doing some crazy stuff. Snipes going down. Roaches will dive on the tanks. Barbarossa doesn't want to leave. He knows this is his team's last move, but Bon comes out of Barbarossa, which I believe means good in French.
and he's gonna do one last stand, but just too much on the ground for Matata here.
Yeah, Bon from Barbarossa says,
And
good job.
GG.
Sorry all, well played to Kuna. And that will be it. Psionic Aftermath will go on to the grand finals.
Congrats, SttE will take it 3-1, and we'll be facing the winners of the other semifinals, which I guess. Oh, actually, it's gonna be between. Oh no, right, the Risen actually won, so it is gonna be a finals between Psionic Aftermath and Risen.
Oh wow, a rematch. The only match Psionic Aftermath has lost all season was to
Yeah,
Risen.
our last match of the season, a regular season rather. But GG.
And I believe that went all the way to the ace match too, didn't it?
Don't remember. No, actually it didn't. I think they won like
No.
3-1 or something.
Well, we'll have to see if SttE can get their revenge in the grand finals of the Alpha Team League. Be sure to tune in for that. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, I mean, thanks everybody. That will conclude this ATL match between SttE and SttE. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. We had a bunch of good games, I think. You have any last words before we wrap this up?
Let's check what other events we have coming on soon. We have on Saturday at 12 PM EDT, we have a SttE Pro Series between Goblin and Starkiller. Goblin a strong EU Protoss, and Starkiller one of the veterans of the OSC, a coalition of small online cups. So that's going to be a really good PvZ. We're going to have a show match against Risen, intensely competitive, more competitive than any show match you've ever seen. A Rainer party, clan war, at 9:30 PM EDT on Saturday.
If you love
People
the
are going to be
arcades-
out for blood. You'd better be watching out.
Yeah.
I haven't played arcades in a long time. I'm not of the same caliber as the elite team that we are sending in to fight against Risen. I dare not fly too close to the sun. But I'll be admiring these brave men and women who
Yeah.
give so much of themselves, practicing 12, 14, 16 hours a day on Rainer Party to take down Risen with only one goal in mind:
Yeah.
to win honor for Sonic Aftermath. And finally, on Sunday at 3 PM EDT, we have a friendly best of 7 all kill against BNet FR. So, I believe a French clan that will be led by Miguel, one of our French players. And it will be 3 diamonds with a revival for the ace. So, plenty of interesting matchups coming up.
Yep. Thank you, Little Nidus, for one last cheer, 100 cheers for the stream. I guess that wraps it up. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll see you in the finals against Risen. Hope you guys tune in for that. And we'll see you guys next time.